right, good morning, guys. It is 11:01. I'm 1 minute late, and I apologize for that. Oh, and looks like my shirt is unbuttoned here, so I'm going to button that up. Going to wait a couple of minutes for people to come on, and man, it is just an epic day outside, isn't it? Just absolutely gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just gonna, let's see who's on. Noe's on. Awesome, Noe. Did you do the Noe? Did you do the 100-yard dash workout this morning? Gosh, that was really, really tough. Clap, clap. That's right. Good morning, Kevin. Oh, and Cooper is joining us. Shut the door. It's okay. Come on, lay down. Sorry, buddy. Lay down. It's all right. Sorry, my dog likes to be near me. Love my dog. Good morning, Mira. Good morning, and Kevin White. You already said that. Yes. No, we did the workout. That was pretty tough. My legs are not as shaky as I thought they would be, but that was good. It's good to get out and do some running like that. Oh man, he ran 5 miles after. Oh man, holy smoke. Noah, you're an animal. I tell you what. I take my hat off to you, but that's awesome. I hope you had your MyZone on for that. That was a lot of MEPs. Send me those MEPs. I'm curious. 5 miles and then that 100-yard dash workout before that. That's amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys. It's been about a minute of me chitter-chatting, letting Facebook know I'm on, and awesome. Glad you did. So today's talk is the fourth of 5 talks I'm going to have this week about those wanting to lose body fat so they can feel better and move better. And it is an interesting topic to talk about and think about all the different ways that you can do that. Measure body fat, the things that involve with your body fat, and there's a lot to talk about. But today's topic is the mistakes that people make. And I did some research this week and actually I found this one really nice article, and it had 15 different items. And I was thinking, man, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot. But you know what? I've been personal training for the last 25 years. And good morning, Janice. I've been personal training the last 25 years. And I have my top 4. I've got 4 things that I want to share with you today where people make mistakes in losing, in trying to lose body fat and become fit. And I'm going to share that with those of you today. I'm not even going to look at the other ones. I did read all them over, and I was thinking about which ones I wanted to use, but I'm going to use my 4. And the first one is this. The first one is people don't schedule their own workout. They don't write it in their calendar, and they don't prioritize their health. They don't prioritize it. I think your health is extremely important, and I think you should have it in your, whether it be a organizer on your phone or in a book. Good morning, Melissa. It definitely should be something that you have written in your calendar every day. And I have some clients that need that need to have some accountability to meet me, whether it be online, whether it be in person, and that's fine, and that's what I'm here for. But here's the thing is, are you not prioritizing you for your own health, and you miss an appointment? You miss your own appointment. How many guys have done that? Raise your hand. How many guys have actually written in their calendar, and then they miss their own appointment? Things come up. I understand that. Things come up. But I will say this. Do you have a backup plan? Maybe your workout was supposed to be at 6 a.m. Maybe it's supposed to be 6 a.m. But then something came up and you couldn't get it in. So then what's your backup plan? Maybe it's at lunchtime. Maybe it's after work. Maybe your backup plan is just going for a walk around in your neighborhood for 30, 40 minutes. And so, yeah, thanks, Mike. Good to see you, Mike. And Not being consistent. Yeah, I mean that's a huge one, and that's part of it. You know, if it's not scheduling it, not prioritizing it, missing your own appointment, and then not being consistent. All that is wrapped into that first one. So you got to schedule your workouts, and you got to prioritize it. You got to make you the most important thing, because guys, if you're not fit, I believe this. I mean, I struggle this with myself. If you're not fit, chances are your mind's not going to be fit. And you're not going to be right up here. You're not right up here. You're not going to be able to be right with the ones that you love, your friends and your family. And if you're not right up here, you can't help them. And if you can't help them, then, you know, the world's not a very good place. And so I really believe that's why I am in the profession I am, because I love helping people. I love for myself to be in shape so I can help people, because when I'm not in shape and I'm not right up here, I can't help people. I'm not very good at it. And so that's my number one. It's a big one. And it's something to really think about. So my number two is this. All you do is cardio. All you do is cardio. I'm going to go out and walk. I'm going to go out and run. That's all you do. And then some people, all they do is weight training. That's all they do. And all they do is heavy all the time. Heavy, heavy, heavy all the time, and never do anything else. I'm not saying cardio is bad. I'm not saying weight training is bad. But I'm saying if you just do one of them, that's not going to get you where you want to go. It's better than doing nothing. However, if all you do is slow jog all the time, and you're in this position, this posture, you're probably going to have some ailments. Probably going to get something that's eventually going to break you down, and then you're not going to be able to continue to exercise. And so with number two, think about number two is this. So all you do is cardio, all you do is weights or heavy weights. So let me put another little way of looking at that. You have no variety. You've got no variety in your workout program. You need to have some variety. I don't know if you've been following me, but today was workout number 39, and I think only about 3 of them are reruns. Three of them are really kind of reruns. Now I do a lot of the inverted row with the chair because I don't have a pull-up bar. I've got to use that one. That's my only one. But that's not the only thing I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of other things. Good morning, Tracy and Jennifer and Marion. Marion, you're in Australia or Austria, or I forget where you're at. Anyway, she was once in TFW, but then she moved way overseas, way out of the country. But I'm glad you're on. Good to see you. So variety is very important. I think it's huge. It's huge. You got to have cardio. You got to have some strength training to help strengthen the bones. You got to do some functional movements. So when you go over to bend over to pick up something, you don't hurt your back. You got to have some flexibility. Oh, the Netherlands. Wow. That's awesome. What time is it in the Netherlands right now? It's 11:10 right here in Houston. Just curious. It's always fascinating me that I'm talking to I have a client actually is in Scotland, and we're 6 hours apart, and it's interesting to me. So variety is a big one. It really is big. And guys, I will mention that. Listen up. It's 6 a.m. Oh, 6 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. there. All right. So you guys are 1 hour later than Scotland. Okay. So I will mention this, guys. If you need extra help with your fitness, I am available to do some online training if you like. I'll just put that out there. And so I am doing this to educate you this, but I'm also doing it a little bit for myself and trying to keep my business going. But I did want to mention that. And I think, there's some things here that some of you might need some help with. It's not a long-term thing. It could be short-term, but just going to throw that out there. Number three, you don't eat. You don't eat. You don't eat enough. You starve yourself, and that becomes a problem. So when you don't eat, what happens? Who knows what happens when you don't eat? Anybody know what happens? Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Karen. And good morning, Mandy. So what happens when you don't eat? What does the body do when you don't eat? Well, I'll tell you what it does. What it does is that it will hold on to your fat. It will hold on to it and not let go because it thinks, oh my God, we're in for the long haul and I better save my body fat because my person is not eating right now. So it's not gonna burn the fat. Yeah, and so you gotta eat. And your body will shut down. Yeah, that's right. No, your body will shut down. If you don't have the calories to exercise, you're going to get lightheaded. You're going to get dizzy. You're going to bonk. You're not going to have the energy to exercise, so you've got to eat. And that's a whole nother thing we could talk about, is eating. Oh my gosh, that is a huge part of the downfalls of not burning body fat. And then you got those that eat too much. And they start stressing out. They're stressing. They're like, oh my God, this is happening in my life. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to eat. It's going to make me feel better. So you got to think about that. So either people don't eat, they eat too much, or they're eating the wrong foods, the things that are like in the boxes that contain lots of calories, that are empty calories. So they're too much calories, they're empty calories. It's no good for you. It's a lot of chemicals. Or you're doing both. You're eating too much and too much of the wrong foods. And so number 3 is a huge one. Number 3 is a huge one. So, my gosh, so we talked about not scheduling it, only doing one thing, not enough variety. Number 3 is not your eating issue, which, I mean, that's probably a huge one for everybody. Even I struggle with that sometimes. I've got, I like my Fritos, I like cookies, but I think, oh man, if I eat this, I'm going to feel bad. I know my stomach's going to start hurting. And so Connie says, should you eat before you do cardio? Some people have to do that, or they will get lightheaded. So some people need to eat like 30 minutes before. Some people need an hour before. And you don't want to eat too much. But I tell you what, it's a whole nother topic. It's another topic, is what Mike just said. And then maybe I'll do that. But and Mike says, what about intermittent fasting? And that one's a big one right now. And actually, I have 2 people that are watching right now, and they've had huge success. You know them, Mike. It's Mark and Liz Dice. They've had an enormous amount of success with intermittent fasting. I just looked up online. I know you know Terry Crews is. He's on America's Got Talent. He does fasting, I think, almost every day. He does like a 10 or 12 hour fasting. And look at that guy. He's just big, strong, bulky, ripped. So it's an interesting thing, and I think it's how you do it. And so it's good to get understand how to do that correctly. And Mark would be a good person to reach out about that, Mark Dice. Hopefully you guys are friends, and I'll let him talk to you about that because he's lived it and he's had tremendous results. And so the 4th one, guys, is, and Christine just came on, and this one is actually one that I thought of about Christine. And so I'm not going to use Christine as an example, but she mentioned during this time, she sat down and had a whole bag of chips. And I've done that before. Some people, and I remember when I would sit down and eat a whole thing of ice cream, and then all of a sudden, man, my stomach hurts. I can't go to sleep. I'm all bloated. I just, and that's stressful eating. That's emotional eating. And you got to think about why you're doing that. And is that going to help you? No, it's going to make you worse. It's going to make you worse. And we all know that. We know what the right things to do are. And so you got to think about that. So, and I will say this, guys. Number 4 is, who are you doing this for? Who are you doing it for? If you won't do it for yourself, maybe you'll do it for somebody else. Are you big enough to do it for somebody else? Maybe you've got kids, maybe your wife, maybe some loved ones. Guys, you got to be big enough. You got to be bigger than the problem that you have. You got to be bigger than that problem, and you got to be the role model, and you got to show people that you can do it. So everything will be better, not just for you, but now you've done it for your kids, for your loved ones, for your family, for your friends, and now you set the example. And so each of these 4 items that I've had, and I looked up 15, guys. I looked up 15 things, and none of those are my 4. Some of them are a little bit, but these are my 4. And maybe it's a little bit of motivation for you. Maybe it's something that you need to hear. Maybe it's something that you need to have a little kick in the butt. And all of us need that. All of us need that, to have a coach, somebody to get them moving in the right direction. But I believe these are the 4 mistakes. These are the ones that I've seen. These are the ones that I've actually made mistakes on myself. So to review, summarize, people don't schedule it. They don't prioritize it. Don't miss your appointment. Number 2, you're only doing cardio, you're only doing weights, you got no variety. So change it up. Number 3, you don't eat enough, you eat too much, you eat the wrong foods, or maybe you're doing the last 2. And number 4, who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself? Because if you can't do it for yourself, I suggest you do it for somebody else. And you show them that you can do it. And guys, it has been 17 minutes. I've been nonstop talking about this topic, and I hope I got through you today, because I believe if you do these, you'll see success in you. God bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for the last section, which we're going to talk about what does work on losing body fat. God bless you guys. Have a great day. It's epic. Get outside. Go for a walk, jog, bike ride, something. Walk your dog. It is awesome. See you later.